with Councilmember Allen was here. Allen is here. Benedict is here. Evan Siegel is here. Ewing is here. I am here. Councilmember Coopin and Councilmember Spain. We had no one sign up for public comment ahead of time. Is anybody in the gallery wishing to be recognized for public comment? Seeing none, this concludes public comment. For our consent agenda, I had every item on consent apart from item 1, RS 2025-1167, and item 10, BL 2025-819. Are there any other items that need to come off the consent agenda?
Yeah, thank you.
Councilmember Benedict, you are recognized. Oh, you are recognized.
Thank you, Vice Chair. I need number 12 taken off consent, please. BL 2025-825.
We will take number 12 off consent. Any other items need to come off the consent agenda? Seeing, Councilmember Evans Siegel, one moment. You're recognized.
Thanks, Vice Chair. Sorry, did you say whether or not 1 is on consent?
Item 1 is not on consent. Okay. Any other items need to come off consent? Seeing none, I will now proceed to read the captions for the consent agenda. First is item 2, RS 2025-1243 by Coopin, Gamble, and Parker. This is a resolution authorizing 419 Union LLC to construct and install an aerial encroachment at 419 Union Street. Item 3, RS 2025-1245 by Greg, Porterfield, Gamble, and Parker. This is a resolution approving a purchase sale agreement between CSX Transportation, Inc. and the Metropolitan Government of Nashville and Davidson County, acting by and through Metro Water Services for a portion of property located adjacent to Pumping Station Road, unnumbered. Item 4, this is RS 2025-1246 by Welsh, Gamble, and Parker, a resolution approving a participation agreement between the Metropolitan Government of Nashville and Davidson County, acting by and through the Metropolitan Government of Water and Sewage Services and 563 Veritas LLC to provide public water service improvements for 563 Veritas proposed development, as well as other existing properties in the area. Item 5, RS 2025-1247 by Porterfield, Gamble, and Parker. This is a resolution authorizing the Director of Public Property or his designee to exercise an option to purchase a parcel of property located at 4665 Whites Creek Pike for Metro Water Services. Item 6, RS 2025-1248 by Porterfield, Gamble, and Parker. This is a resolution authorizing the Director of Public Property or his designee to exercise option agreements for the purchase of 2 flood-prone properties located at 3900 Tucker Road and 3001 Hummingbird Drive for Metro Water Services. Item 7, RS 2025-1249 by Vo, Gamble, and Parker, a resolution authorizing the Metropolitan Government of Nashville and Davidson County to accept new sanitary sewer main and sanitary sewer manhole for property located at 602A Southgate Avenue. Item 8, RS 2025-1250 by Gadd, Gamble, and Parker. This is a resolution authorizing the Metropolitan Government of Nashville and Davidson County to abandon existing public water main, to accept new public water main for property located at 3207 West End Circle, also known as West End Circle Townhomes. Item 9, RS 2025-1251 by Coopin, Gamble, and Parker, a resolution authorizing the Metropolitan Government of Nashville and Davidson County to abandon existing public water main, to accept new public water main and fire hydrant assemblies for property located at 1221 Grundy Street, also known as the Grundy Water Infrastructure. Item 11, BL 2025-824 by Porterfield and Parker, an ordinance repealing ordinance number BL 2023-1690 as amended, establishing a stormwater capacity fee. Item 13, BL 2025-826 by Cortez, Gamble, and Parker. This is an ordinance authorizing the Metropolitan Government of Nashville and Davidson County to accept public sanitary sewer mains, sanitary sewer manholes, and easements for 3 properties located at 6401 and 6361 Nolensville Pike and Nolensville Pike unnumbered, also known as Nolensville Road, Wawa. Item 14, BL 2025-827 by Coopin, Gamble, and Parker. This is an ordinance authorizing the Metropolitan Government of Nashville and Davidson County to abandon existing public sanitary sewer mains, sanitary sewer manholes, and easements, and to accept new public sanitary sewer mains and sanitary sewer manholes for 2 properties located at 1401 Church Street and 15th Avenue North unnumbered, also known as CCB Phase 1A. And finally, item 15, BL 2025-828 by Toombs, Gamble, and Parker. This is an ordinance authorizing the Metropolitan Government of Nashville and Davidson County to accept new public water and sanitary sewer mains, fire hydrant assemblies, sanitary sewer manholes, and easements for property located at West Trinity Lane unnumbered, also known as Trinity Flats. That concludes the consent agenda. Are there any other items that need to come off consent? Councilmember Allen, you are recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Vice Chair. RS 2025-1248.
1248.
Yes, sir.
That was item 6. Item 6 is removed from the consent agenda. Are there any other items that need to come off the consent agenda? Seeing none, can we have a movement and a second? Any discussion on the consent agenda? Seeing none, all in favor? Any opposed? Any not voting? The consent agenda is recommended for approval. 7 in favor, 0 against, 0 not voting. For our first item, not on the consent agenda, we have item 1, RS 2025-1167 by Druffel, Allen, Lee, Cash, Gamble, Swar, Horton, Ewing, and Wiener. This is a resolution requesting the Metropolitan Department of Water and Sewage Services to make revisions to the Stormwater Management Manual to address stormwater drainage across Nashville and Davidson County by updating the infill tree credit and including multifamily structures as residential infill. I see today we're joined by the primary sponsor, so we will go first to Councilmember Druffel.
Yeah, thanks, Chair. Well, I'm going to withdraw this with a brief explanation.
Okay.
When we started this, I think we came right after the Great Flood where we got those 12 inches, and we've been talking to a lot of our constituents that we need to do something, and we've been working on this with stormwater for 3 years. And so I really wanted to directionally bring something that showed our intent to make some improvements. As we fast forward, we need to improve the language. Current language, which we appreciate, is got some places where we need some improvement. Therefore, I think it's best to go back and really create an ordinance. And I've already started talking to Stormwater about a permanent ordinance that can have a lot more meat to it and provide a stronger direction and something we can all rely on that will go forward. So thank you.
Thank you for that explanation, Councilmember Druffel. Procedurally, okay. Councilmember Benedict, you are recognized.
Thank you, Vice Mayor. If it's the intent of the sponsor to withdraw and he's not on this committee, then I would like to go, if it is at his discretion, if you'd like me to, I would go ahead and move to withdraw, or actually not move it, but actually withdraw it.
Okay.
Yep, I withdraw.
Okay. Motion is withdrawn. We do not need to consider the substitute in that instance. The next item we have not on the consent agenda is RS 2025-1248 by Porterfield, Gamble, and Parker. This is a resolution authorizing the Director of Public Property or his designee to exercise option agreements for the purchase of 2 flood-prone properties located at 3900 Tucker Road and 3001 Hummingbird Drive for Metro Water Services. Do we have a motion?
Second.
Moved and seconded. Any discussion? Councilmember Allen, you are recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Vice Chair. So this listed the fair market value for these 2 flood-prone properties is around $330,000, and then it lists the appraised value at something closer to $150,000 or $160,000. And I'm not sure what that means Metro is paying for it. So I was just interested to know, and what do we typically do?
Okay, I see we are joined here by someone from Metro Water. Which button is the public one? Okay. Mr. Honeysucker, you're recognized.
Good afternoon. Councilor Allen, the purchase price for that 3,900 Tucker Road is $330. When the appraisal came in 2025, it was $224. And then the house down the street, which is twice the square footage, had just sold for $335. And the reason that price is the way it is, 3,900 Tucker Road had numerous renovations completed since the May 2010 flood, which also included new plumbing, electrical, new sheetrock installed 4 feet from the floor up throughout the subject to improve it, new kitchen, just new amenities throughout the house. Additionally, a new roof was installed on the subject in 2019, and the garage roof cover was replaced in 2022. So there are quite a few improvements that were made with that particular property. So that's the reason that the price is stated.
Thank you. Councilmember Allen? Oh, sorry, you're
Two more
recognized.
questions. I have no idea how big these houses are. If all that work was done, is there any consideration given to moving it so that value that's been put in could be used somewhere else, or will it be demolished?
From my understanding, when they purchase those are demolished. They're not moved. They are torn down.
Torn down.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, that seems unfortunate to me. I appreciate what y'all are doing, and I support the whole policy of moving things out of floodplains, but it's unfortunate that we're paying for improvements that aren't benefiting anybody. And then my second question is, we, at the department hearing for water, if I understand correctly, we're told that the FEMA floodplain money has run out. So is this just general fund money, or are we still coasting on FEMA money?
No, ma'am. This is the last of the FEMA money. This is the last of it. So it's not any of our Metro money. It is the last of the FEMA money. There's no new FEMA money.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Any further discussion? Seeing none, we'll proceed to the vote. All in favor? Any opposed? Any not voting? Committee recommends approval, 7 in favor, 0 against, 0 not voting. The next item not on the consent agenda is item 10, BL 2025-819 by Parker, Hill, Bradford, Allen, Stiles, Ellis, Vo, and Ewing. This is an ordinance amending Chapter 10 of the Metropolitan Code of Law to create the Metropolitan Department of Waste Services. We are not joined by the primary sponsor today, so I will go to the chair of the subcommittee who just considered this. Councilmember Allen, you are recognized.
Move approval.
Move for approval and a second. Any discussion? Councilmember Allen?
I would like to move the amendment.
Any discussion on the amendment?
Let's just add some reporting requirements.
We have an explanation of the amendment. Any further discussion? All in favor of the amendment? Any opposed? Any not voting? Committee recommends approval of the amendment.
Move the bill as amended, with the brief explanation.
Again, Councilmember Allen, you're recognized.
Thank you. I just want to say again, I'll say it every chance we get, we're excited that this waste department is finally being started. And we're excited to have Director Thurman in that spot and look forward to great things happening.
What was the recommendation of the subcommittee?
And the recommendation of the subcommittee was unanimously in favor.
Thank you for that explanation. Any further discussion on the bill as amended? Seeing none, all in favor? Any opposed? Any not voting? Committee recommends approval of the bill as amended, 7 in favor, 0 against, 0 not voting. The next item not on the consent agenda is item 12, BL 2025-825 by Benedict, Gamble, and Parker. This is an ordinance authorizing the Metropolitan Government of Nashville and Davidson County to acquire permanent and temporary easements through negotiation, condemnation, and acceptance for the Kennedy Avenue Stormwater Improvement Project for 24 properties located on Kennedy Avenue, Shelton Avenue, Gulf Street, and Howard Street. Do we have a motion? Moved and seconded. Any discussion? Councilmember Benedict, you are recognized.
Thank you, Vice Chair. So I pulled this from consent because one or two of the neighbors, one of the neighbors actually reached out and asked for a meeting about this. This does impact 24 properties. I'm looking at the map, and this runs along the property lines, either to the side or behind all of those impacted parcels. Having said that, I think it's a good idea to get Metro Water to schedule a meeting for that. Literally within the past 15 minutes, I got an email from Metro Water Services, and we're going to schedule a virtual meeting for June the 2nd. So I'll mention this in the planning committee when this comes up as well, and I'll also, of course, communicate that out, but I thought it would be important to mention that in committee. Thank you, Vice Chair.
Thank you.
With that, I renew my motion for approval.
Thank you. Any further discussion? Seeing none, all in favor? Any opposed? Any not voting? The bill is recommended for approval. I think we are 8 now. 8 in favor, 0 against, 0 not voting. Is that everything? That concludes our agenda. Do we have a motion to adjourn? Second. We are adjourned.